I'm trying to get you high. I'm trying to get you fly. I'm trying to get you high. Yeah, California robbery. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, rockin' icy watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. California robbery. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad little hottie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And she no Pilates. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rockin' icy watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. California robbery. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pineapple tribal counter. Out of space, bitch. I bought the present plane and gave it a facelift. But a cheetah at 3 p.m. smash a bitch on day shift. Gotta always keep me a 10. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She got fucked in the back of my Benz. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was already on I-10 with a load. Got a pound on the back seat. I'm a driving drugstore. Money stretching elastic. We bout on APs out the plastic. Man, I got my Skydola out the casket. Gotta make these niggas pay taxes. Spent 30K on one jacket. We send them bitches around the Atlas. I told her do it till she gagging. Rockin' icy watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. California robbery. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad little hottie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And she no Pilates. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rockin' icy watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. California robbery. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pineapple tribal counter. Out of space, bitch. I bought the present plane and gave it a face. She was attached to me like fleas, what it do? White diamonds, but they look like blue. I was with my family, I spread the
Bitch, I'm one and young Weezy, man, this shit too easy. Different bitch for every season, showing me they cleavage. I take drugs and feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that pussy, I don't call back, so she won't think I need it. Made it out of jungle, my ball ain't got no jumper. Rest in peace, my uncle. Never met, but I still love you. Remember that pussy from way back, playing I pay on the popper. Stayed in the hood where the killers at, made my pillow a chopper. This ain't that what you looking at, and we done updated the roster. You can tell it's a rich nigga posture. Y'all gon' want on spitting it proper. Trapping at school, I was serving bags, probably was searching my locker. Who did your jury? It look like brass. One of your bro should've stopped you. It's young one and young Weezy, man, this shit too easy. Different bitch for every season, showing me they cleavage. I take drugs and feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that pussy, I don't call back, so she won't think I need it. I stick deep inside her throat, it ain't no more breathing. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gon' be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons, I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing, no way I'm anemic.
Put up to the photo, man, this shit too easy. Y'all gon' chop a brick like judo, snatch a Lamborghini. I got a different bitch for different places, different seasons. Bitch ain't playing the position, cutting her off, this shit too easy. I started off smash R&B stars right at the band. I'm having hoes on the west south, think that I abandoned them. I'm having pippin' in my blood and I can change the climate. I threw the money on her to the price up like I designed it. Ain't put a presidential on a bitch, let she get a nigga Minaj. That little IG bitch ain't shit for the in the car. Fuck round, let the side piece pop out that night and double R. Talking Chinese, but all these sticks in the car.
It's young one and young Weezy, man, this shit too easy. Different bitch for every season, showing me they cleavage. I take drugs and feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that pussy, I don't call back, so she won't think I need it. I stick deep inside her throat, it ain't no more breathing. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gon' be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons, I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing, no way I'm anemic.
Bend down and wrap around your head.
What's going on, chat?
Ain't nobody trouble than me. Ain't nobody trouble than Scott. Ain't nobody trouble, man. I'm taking this spot. Yeah. These niggas is scared.
Thirties in the city moving slow. 3500 for the code. Only real niggas keep you flow. Only true niggas I know. 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 Only true niggas I know.
What up, chat? What a goodie. What's good, in?
Champagne, a whole lot of it. Painkillers, they got back pain, or you gotta love it. Things out of NY, in my hall.
Top of the morning. What's going on?
Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
What up? How you, brother? Doing good, doing good, doing good. Feeling great, feeling fine. Chat, what's up? Oh shit, I'm not on screen yet, sorry. Let me just. What up, chat? Morning, Don. Hey, Don. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? GG has a lot of potential today. Or, I take it back. You know, I was looking at GG last night, or for a bit earlier, and I see that during London was pretty decent. I mean, London came up, pushed up, but then you go back on the day time frame, you see that it's just in a range here. And gold here, same thing. But before I get into that, what do you got going on today? I think you have news today. Yeah, you have PPI today. You have core PPI, and then you have PPI at 8:30 for US dollars. So we should take a look at that. Why is the chat box blue? Hold on, I don't like the color. Restart that. All right. Let's see what color it is. Okay, it's orange. Okay, cool. That's perfect. Yeah, you have 8:30 news, and then I think that's it. Tomorrow you have CPI for the CAD dollar and retail sales, core retail sales for US dollar, 8:30. But today for US dollar, they're expecting news to come out bad for a dollar. The first folder bad, the second folder neutral. That is what they're expecting here. So let's see how it comes out, but it should be interesting. See what happens at 8:30 here with the US volume here. But before we get, you know, the first thing we do every day is we do our daily analysis, right? So let's do our daily analysis on GG and gold for a day. Looking at GG here, GG does show us on a weekly that we are bullish here. So it does show us that we have created a support here, right around here, create a support. And I guess you can say that as long as you respect the previous candle low, which is this low, you should be able to drive up towards the next weekly resistance, which is going to be somewhere around here at the 153 mark for the week. All right, after creating a bottom wick. But if that's the bottom wick and we're starting to flip now, this could be the potential, or that can be the bottom wick for us to drive up for the rest of the week. All right. But looking at the daily time frame, it shows that the daily is in a range here. You know, there's a resistance here obviously, and there's a support right around here, just in the data range here. Data shows that we're bearish though. The day candle does show us that as long as we respect the previous data candle high, price should be able to drive down, flip bearish, coming down towards the bottom of the range, which is at the 149,500 mark. The thing with this is that you can definitely take buys though within the range to breakout, but I would love to see us break the day candle highs first. If you can break the day candle highs, that would be a potential starter play on day time frame for us to drive up. But drop it down to a small time from here. 4 hour shows that we're bullish. 1 hour shows that we're bullish. Other candle shows that we're bullish on a small time from right here. So buys for me would probably be if, let's see, there's a resistance right around here that we're at. So let's go mark this up as a resistance. And then if you break above there, there's another resistance right around here at 15700. And I believe that resistance is going to be that data resistance, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, perfect. So here's the thing. The buys above this range here isn't bad. However, the chances of us going up after you break above the next range, which is 150-700, is going to be a lot higher due to the fact that the next range is going to be the daily candle flip, or sorry, daily candle break at the highest. So the next candle is going to be this break at the highest here. So you have a daily starter play on top of a closure above 150.700 here, or 695 here. All right. So these buys aren't bad. I'll say this buy here is probably like a 7% chance of playing out, 70-75, and then above here would be a lot higher due to the daily candle breaking the highest. So I'll say that'll be more of an 80% chance of it playing out if you get a closure above there instead. So it comes down to just probability and what looks the cleanest in either situation. Again, you gotta look at both situations from a higher time frame. the higher time frame just makes more sense about 156.95, because daily high is gonna be right around there as well. So yeah, I think bias me chat would probably gonna be above here. Bias above their closure. And then for gold for the weekly shows that we're bearish. The daily shows that we're bullish because we did close above this resistance here yesterday. However, we are I think we came close to breaking lows. I don't think we never broke the lows, but you can say that as long as you respect the previous day count low, which is down here, you should be able to drive up towards next daily resistance at 1796 here for a day. But let's see, daytime shows that we're bullish, but the 4-hour shows that we're bearish. But the 4-hour shows that we're bearish at this level of support here, at the bottom of the range. The 1-hour shows that we're bearish. So yeah, buys would probably be, let's see, this is your range here. It's a very ugly range here. So I would usually mark my support right around here off of the most recent support level right here. But since there's a support level right around here as well, I'm just gonna move it down towards here instead. So I'm gonna mark this up as a range, because like even if you mark it up here as a range, there's no point of marking up as a range when you're not taking sells below here anyways. Like you're not gonna take sells below here because looking left there's traffic here, so there's no reason to mark it up there. It makes more sense to just move it down to where you actually take sells at, right? So it's either gonna be here or here. If you mark it up here, the range below here coming down towards next minor support is like 14 pips, so it's not bad, it's not the worst. And then you have another support right around here, so this is doable. This is doable, right? So I'm marking up as that for now. And then you have a resistance right around here, most recent resistance. Okay, sorry, the daytime frame is what? Bullish, right? Okay, cool. So we didn't break the lows. Here's the thing. Where's the day count start today? Day count start was around right around here, right? Okay, so you do have range too. You have a resistance up here, support right around here, right? So that's one range, and resistance there, support here. That's two ranges. So range 1, range 2, yeah, we have range breakouts will be below here for sells. So below 1781 will be my sells. I'm taking sells today. And then sells below here, closure. And buys will probably be just above. I would say here, a closure above here would take us up towards this top of the range here. Let's see. Something about this though. I'm not liking it very much. But the buys, I'm saying, because I do like buys, but this is the cleanest traffic you have though for the buys until you break above here. So there's that. Because above here you have cleaner traffic, I guess, towards 1792, or not even above here. Sorry, above here there's a resistance right around here as well. But then you have to avoid this huge range here from 1785 to 1792 here, which is like a 70 pip range, which I don't mind avoiding. But above here you have, look at that traffic to the left, you have this, right? Where we're at right now, I guess you can say this is the cleanest level you have. Like where we're at right now, the buys above here you have until here, so that's decent. So I guess you can say buys above there, because technically like that's where you will usually mark it up as, since the daytime frame is bullish anyways. But I think I'm gonna hold out on this though, the buys. I'm just gonna not put anything here, not put any text there, because I'm gonna hold out until I actually see us close. I'm just gonna, I just don't like something about this, the buys above there. I'd rather just buys above 1792, honestly. The sells would obviously be below 1790, 1779, sorry. Yeah, probably gonna avoid this range here. It's a very small range. All right, this makes much more sense for me. Something we're conservative, more so just probability wise. This doesn't make much sense to me, especially the buys above here. Sorry, no, sells below here. It makes more sense below 779 here because the range here is very small. The range from here to here is like 14 pips, so it's like no point of it. Might as well just wait for closures to get much clearer range because below 1779 the range is going down is like around to 774 is like 50 pips. This is a 50 pip range, you know what I mean? So 60, like 56 pip range, I prefer that. I woke up with something in my eye. Like a piece of dust or something. It's annoying. I watched it 1,000 times, still hasn't came out. Since you're from Canada too, my ass my broker. You use I use Treasury, man. Looking for a tight spreads on US30. They have DJ, I think it's DJ30 it's called, which is basically US30. There's a different contract size on it. I think it's a 1 lot equals to 0.01 on Treasury, man. Tight spreads, I'm not sure what the spreads are. I can check right now for you. Let's see, spreads on US30. DJ30, where at? DJI USD. Spreads are around 400 points, which is 4 pips. 4 pips spread. Hey Don, check out gold please. Do you think gold would range to PPI? Not a good place to enter. Sell loss will be huge. Do you think gold would range to the PPI? Bro, what do you want? Hey man, what do you want? You said, hey Don, check out gold please. Do you think gold will range to PPI? Not a good place to enter. So that's gonna be huge. There's no entries. Where's the entries on gold? I don't see any. There's nothing on gold here. Do you think gold will range to PPI? Hey man, you're a bit confused. Yeah, we're confused, man. I don't know. Oh, a trade's called. Gotcha. That was yesterday. You talking about GJ? Are you talking about GJ or gold? Are you confused today? What's going on? PPI has nothing to do with GJ. It has more so to do with gold. So what does PPI have to do with gold with GJ? Well, it does have something at GJ, but it's just not directly. Sure it's called. Hey man, you're a bit confused today. What's going on? I know it's a Tuesday, but you know, I know Christmas is coming along, but gotta lock it in. I talking about GJ. Even GJ, there's no entries. What's the entry at? There's a resistance right around here, right? So you gotta be worried about that. You want a closure above here for buys. Buys above here on for GJ aren't bad. I might consider taking them chat. Above 17 or 15500. It's just that it's a lower probability than the buys above here because it's not broken in data highs. However, it's obviously a range 2 breakout at that point. You have a range 1 here, range 2 here, or range 2 here. Here you can say, right? So 1, 2. Even if you consider you don't consider this as a range, you can say it as this is a range 2. So buys will be above here anyways. So this is all clean. Going up. Got 19 pip range going up. You have the same playlist every day. I have tons of playlists. It's just I was playing Future from my favorite songs playlist. Like, what do you want me to play, man? Chat. It was 7 a.m. in the morning and someone was already complaining about the music. You guys may be grateful because this is the second last day of music. You know, when we come back in January, We're gonna play some boring music again, or the non-copyright music again, and you guys might be falling asleep during the stream. So just appreciate it for what it is, because it's not gonna be here forever, man. Hey, what do you guys want me to play? What do you want me to play, Greg? Off of your request. We'll play a song off your request. When you're allowed to play copyright music now, you're always allowed to play copyright music. It's just that you won't get paid for it. That's why a lot of streamers don't like to play copyright music. Play Fujiano. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't know who that is, but let's see. I have the song. I can play this stuff. I just can't lock it in sometimes. I'm putting you on. What's your Spotify playlist? Can you link it? Yeah, I linked it. It's up there. Do extra point playlist. You get all my playlists. What up, Tyler? What's going on, bro? If your first trade is a loss, would you take another one if you find a setup? Chat W or L for the song. If your first trade is a loss, would you rather take another one if you find a setup? Actor FX. Yes. However, you don't want to find a setup. Not any setup. You want to find your setup. So your playbook, right? As long as it shows up under your playbook, then yes, take it. If it's your plan, yes, take it. But don't take a random emotional trade after you take a loss, especially after you take a loss, because that's where you're most vulnerable to be making stupid decisions, right? And emotional decisions. Man, you got different types of people here. Someone says play Fujiano, and then another person said play Horses by P&B Rock. Two different people. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Play Coconut song. Hi, first about your analysis. Can you explain how you conclude bullish bearish bias even the price movement is in opposite direction on day time frame? So did you watch the beginning of the stream? I'm gonna call you back. What's your name? Bacta? I'm gonna call you back. So did you watch the beginning of the stream? You watch the beginning? Okay, so can you explain how you conclude bullish bias? So it's off of the daily candle. It's every day. Every day we base our bias off of the daily candle. Because we treat it like every other candle. We treat it like a 30-minute candle, right? if the day candle closes like this, bullish, what would you expect the next day candle to do, or next 30-minute candle to do? You expect it to drive up towards the next resistance, right? So the candles on 30-minute time frame, the 15, the 5-minute, the 1 minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, daily, weekly are all the same candles. They all have top wicks, bottom wicks, bodies, closures, openings, right? So they're all the same thing basically, and we're just trying to find the bias of the next current day since we're scalping, right? So since we closed bearish today, I know this isn't the cleanest example since we're just in the range here, but since we closed in the range here bearish, you would expect today's daily candle to drive bearish down bearish as long as it respects the previous daily candle high. Why the previous candle high? Because if you were to break the previous candle high, that's like saying that's your stop loss, and that's like saying once you break that, you should be able to pop up towards next resistance. So therefore, day star replay will happen, and there's no point of taking sells no more, right? But this is what you expect the day candle to do, as long as you respect the highs. And off of this, you can take sells on a small time frame below certain ranges. So for me, how I marked my ranges today on GJ today was, well, I didn't mark my sells ranges, but I guess it would be below here, right? Because if this is your support now and this is your resistance and the day bias is bearish, if we start to drive down bearish here and start to come down and break below that support, it's a high chance that the daily candle will then eventually flip bearish to drive down bearish towards next support. If you mark up the support here at 150, 100, you go back on the daily time frame. If you remember that number 150, 100, it's going to show you that that's where the day candle could potentially be flipping, right? 150, 100. That's where the day candle basically flips. So if you break below support, plus on top of that, day candle flips bearish, high chance that's where we can start to turn around and continue down for the rest of the day. However, we can't always have one bias for a day. Well, you can, however, you could take advantage of two biases, and that's when the range 1 or range 2 comes into play. Range 1, range 2 for me would be above. This is range 1 and this is range 2. Therefore, range 2 is where I'm likely to take buys, because that's where fakeouts are less prone to happen, since it's a range 2 breakout and not a range 1 breakout. If the fakeout were to happen, it would have been here. But since you already broke above here, we create a range, a support, a resistance here. Buys would have been above here or above here going up, and that's how I take a trade going against the bias. Range 1, range 2 breakout. Impulse for Christmas. You know, he didn't get that. You'd be surprised, man. The explanation was on point. I'm pretty sure he did. You may not got that. Greg, you might be new here, Greg. I haven't seen your name. You might be new here. Bro, why you didn't put YouTube ads? You want a YouTube ad? I got you. There you go. What was the name of the previous song? What was the previous song? Was it King Von? It was King Von, Demon, I think. Yeah. Well, this is a sign chat. The 1 hour, the 3 minute here, close at this resistance, close bearish here. So if we're closing bearish here at the top of the range here, high chance this next candle will flip bearish to drive down towards the support at 1783 here. Just a small 10-pip range going down, but that's what I'm expecting price to do as long as it respects this high here. Obviously, there's no positions yet, but let's see. Yeah, bro, support your income. I play music on stream. I can't. There's no income. Even if I play an ad, it won't count towards anything because I'm not really monetizing my stream. I'm playing music already, unless I go back and crop out all the music, which I'm not gonna do, right? However, 2022, start 2022, I'm gonna start to play copyright music again. Don, you only trade New York? There's Dre. New York. I did trade Asian session for the most part this year. I stopped trading Asian during August, around there. But looking for 2022 to return back to Asian for a bit. Not like the whole session, like Chad. Being realistically, I talked about it on my story yesterday because I really got annoyed yesterday. Not annoyed, but people were really like expecting me to like, just because I'm streaming for 3 hours, it doesn't necessarily mean that every single minute of those 3 hours there's a potential position. It's like the first thing you gotta understand is you gotta understand that you have to have a playbook. You have to have a plan, right? Whatever your plan is, it shouldn't be occurring every other random minute. It shouldn't be occurring off of what price is going to do. Like, oh, if for example, like right here, you shouldn't be asking yourself this. Should I take a sell here or should I take a buy here? Like, you know, like you should already have an established plan marked up. Like for me, I have my plan is to take sells below 1779 and then buys above 1792. Okay. Now that we know that, there's only 2 areas where we have potential positions at. And so until we actually get close to those 2 areas, for now we just gotta chill out, right? And then even once you get to those areas, it's like, okay, now you can start looking at candle closes, and that kills even more time because you gotta wait for the 15-minute close or 30-minute close or the 1 hour close. So every 15-30 minute 1 hour candle is when you check it back to see how it closed, and if it closes below the ranges the way you want it to, then you take a position. Right, but it's not like every minute of those 3 hours you're like constantly thinking and stressing over if you should take this or not. That just means that you don't have a plan yet, right? And you need to establish that plan because trading shouldn't be all about being on our charts all day. Because I don't know what it is, but a lot of people come to the industry thinking the more time you spend on the charts, the more money you'll make, which is not true. You shouldn't be spending that much time on the charts. The whole reason you got into FX in the first place was because you wanted to make money, right? A lot of you guys, and obviously that comes with saving time, right? Because you can make money anywhere else. You can make money working at McD's, Burger King, Timmy's, you know, wherever, 9-to-5 jobs, but you decide to make money here, and making money here saves time. So what's the point of being on charts from 9 to 5 when you can literally do that in your job? All right. Right, chat? Like even yesterday, like when I was playing COD on stream, looking back at that chart, there honestly wouldn't have been anything I would have got because my day ends at 9 anyways. It's like I just streamed extra just to be on stream, right? But usually like I'll be hopping off the charts at 9:30, especially this time of year, right? I'll be hopping off and that's it. Like I wouldn't be looking at my charts. But people expect me to be still looking at charts for some reason. It's just that I was on stream where people expect me to take positions, but even if I was off stream, I wouldn't be looking at the charts that way. Want to trade NYC? I do trade NYC. NYC comes at 9:30. Like usually, like I'll be on like not really December, but throughout the most of the year, I'll be on till like 10:30, 10:15 ish, right? I'll wait to see how the 1 hour candle closes at 10 a.m. and if it closes decent, I'll wait around till 9, 10:15, 10:30 take positions. But if not, then I'm calling it a day and usually at 10, around there. What else does it mean when my mom cooks nasty food and you need to eat it, but it gets gross? I mean, hey man, would you rather eat that or starve? Yeah, no, those are your two options. Those are your only two options. Yeah. I'm glad, Bacta, that you understood that. Right? Because yes, the current daily candle is bullish, but it doesn't mean the bias is bullish. It just means that we're currently bullish. But at any given point, we can flip bearish and we can respect the previous candle high. Right? Just like every 30-minute candle. If you're in a 30-minute candle, if you're in a trade here, let's say for instance, if you're in a buy here, right? And this candle opens up. So let's say you close above the range on a 30-minute time from here. Let's say you now close bearish, or you're now open up and the next candle comes on bearish. Would you exit the trade because we're bearish? No. You have a stop loss placed first. You have a stop loss placed right here, probably below the previous candle low, because if you were to break that, then you probably break support to continue down, right? But this is where your stop loss would be. And if the next candle comes down, pulls back a bit for a new 30-minute candle, it doesn't mean that our bias now is bearish. It just means that we could be creating a bottom wick to drive up bullish. So once you get the bottom wick and once you flip bullish, it looks something like this, as long as you respect the previous candle low. So same thing with the daily candle. Just because we're currently bullish doesn't mean that we're technically bullish for a day. It just so means that the current daily candle movement is bullish. However, we can still respect the previous candle highs to continue down bearish following the previous day bias, day trend. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to end the stream on Wednesday, but I really don't. I really want to stream till the end of December, but what's the point of it, right? Sound name IMY2 Drake Kikadi. I'm glad I opener, as long as you learn something from it. Worse streams. Talking about fork, like I really wanted to just still stream for the rest of the year. What I'll do probably is just honestly post content throughout the days. And not like I won't stream, but I'll post content on my IG and YouTube for the rest of the year. I'll say, not every day on YouTube. Obviously, I'm not gonna post a video every day, but I'll try to post as much content on Instagram as possible until the year ends. Make TikToks and stuff, educational videos, the best I can do if I'm not streaming, I guess, right? Because I don't know, it just feels weird taking like a 3-week break. It's gonna be 3 weeks, right? Technically, yeah, 1, 2, 1.5 so far. Yeah, 3 weeks break, 3 week basically, for about like 18 days. When's the last stream? Tomorrow. I don't know. You know what's funny? Like, a lot of other streamers are taking a break off on a 15 as well. And I remember me talking about taking a break off the 15 like a while back. And the 15, it's so random, right? This is the 15. It could have been the end of the week, but it's the 15. And a lot of our streamers are taking the same day off as well. Do you trust funding programs? I trust them, I'll say. I'm not in any. I won't probably be in any. I would rather trade. I always tell people that I would rather trade a live account than a funded account, like your own account, your own capital, regardless of how big or how small your capital is. But yeah, I guess like I said, I trust them. It's just understand how they're getting their money in the first place, right? Understand what their intentions are. Their intentions are to make you fuck up, so they can get paid off of that, so they can pay their clients for the ones who actually succeeded. Like that's the honest truth about them. So I trust that part of them, right? But I would probably never try to fund the account anyways. Keelan, down bro, I think you should get back to making TikToks, as that's where I was introduced to you, and that's a massive potential exposure for upcoming streamers. Yeah, I was definitely aware of that. It's just sometimes it gets very like, what's the word for it? It's very what's that word, chat? Repetitive. It gets very repetitive. Yeah, there you go. It's very repetitive and overwhelming. Like, I don't want to say overwhelming. Like, I can post a TikTok every day, but it's just like it's the same shit every day. And I guess like I took two routes. I took a route where I tried two things. The first thing I tried was to make things more complicated on TikTok. So like talk about range 1, range 2 breakouts and like fake outs, more complicated stuff. And then I took the second route of just simple show my profits, or how jobs form resistance, where will Bitcoin go the next couple of days, or where will Ethereum go, you know, like simple stuff like that. And that stuff usually gets the most viewers because that's what people click on. But it's just, I don't want to do that all day, man. I don't want to be like, you know, I'm like, I already did videos on it, but it's just, I don't know. It's what I gotta do, I guess, though. It's what I gotta do, you know. It's what works. I take a break on the 15. Could you take a break on the 15? Are any of you guys trading past the 15? Chat? Like, any of you guys trading past like until like the end of the year every day? If you are, then you just expose yourself for being an overtrader. I'm kidding. Do some vlogging stuff. Probably not vlogging stuff. I thought about it last year. I was thinking how end of this year I was gonna do them, but probably not next year, or maybe end of next year, or halfway through next year. Probably not the beginning of next year. Beginning of next year, I'm just gonna focus on the same thing so far, which is streaming. And I'm gonna go back to posting content every day on Instagram, TikTok, etc., socials, and yeah, same plan from last year. It's gonna be great streams next year though, chat, because next year we're gonna experiment on better risk management. So let me write this out again. So this is 2020 we focus on risk management, right? Risk management. 2021 we focused on how to avoid fake outs. So fake outs. And plus no impulse entries. So that was 2021. That was our focus. And then 2022, we're going to focus on risk management 2.0. So a more advanced way of managing risk. We're going to experiment that obviously live. Like all these things that we've done on the stream has all been live. Risk management 2020, you can watch all the shoots in 2020 see how we managed risk back then. And in 2021, you can see a live of us testing out fake outs, testing out the whole range 1, range 2 concept, and obviously testing out no impulse entries, which obviously worked for us. We improved our win rate from that. And then 2022 risk manager 2.0. So going back to 2020, basically, but just a more advanced version of it, which is what me and Wix and I have been talking about throughout the year so far. So it's gonna be interesting on stream. I'll say guys, if you guys can, lock in every day as possible, because if you've been with us for the past 2 years, come a long way. And 2023, probably gonna focus on more of the technical stuff. So it's probably gonna be risk management, something, and then risk management and something. Usually take it year by year. Another thing for 2022 is my lot sizes, so gonna be increasing that as well, right? 2020 I was using like what, 5s and 3 and 5s. I think 2021 I was using 3s and 5s as well. It wasn't until last year when I actually increased my lot sizes, or sorry, 5 and 10s. And then 2022, probably my lot sizes are gonna be 10 on gold and 20 on GJ. So this is how I'm kind of working my lot size as the year goes by, is purchase on double every year, but I spend a whole year on one lot size, and that's what I did this year. Oh yeah, that as well, the daily analysis or even like weekly analysis in general. Yeah, well, I think I trade 30 minutes before news. If you get closure above here potentially on GJ, yeah, I'll be down for that. We work on new steps for entries? No, that will remain the same. That will remain the same. We worked on that this year, right? The whole avoiding fake outs thing, the whole range 1, range 2, no impulse entries. What else did we work on? The starter play, right? So that was this year. Next year it's just gonna be risk management 2.0. That the steps and entries will remain the same. There's nothing wrong with that for us so far. The year after, yes, the year after 2023, I'll work on that stuff. But 2022, just gonna work on risk management 2.0 because we're already in a good state regarding our entries. But it doesn't mean that we're close to getting better. We're not focused on that next year. We're focused on something else next year. You locked me out. Who locked you out? You fake? Come on, who locked them out? And for what? What did he say again? Let's see. Yeah, man. There's no mentioning other streamers or other, not streamers, sorry, other people in the industry, because this industry gets so toxic. Regarding whatever I say about other people, or other traders. So we just keep it simple and just don't bring up any other traders. I didn't lock you out though. My mom just took care of that, right? Or I never booted you, but you will get booted if you continue to misbehave. Greg, you're new here too, chat, or Greg. So you better behave. It's a 3-month probation. Do people on TikTok message you? Yes, all the time. And yeah, all the time. It's really bad though compared to Instagram and stuff. Worm likes that, chat. Yeah, chat. Worm likes that. Do you avoid last 15 the alley candle? Last 15 of the hourly candle. Let me just adjust this real quick. Okay. Yes, usually we do. In most cases we do. Because that last 15 the hourly candle is usually where we're likely to create that pullback for that new hourly candle wick, right? So this wick right here is being created right now off of the last 15 minute. If you go into 15-minute time frame, you'll see it. Right? You see how we just created a high and we're starting to pull back now? So what's the point of taking a position on the last 15 when you're expecting a pullback on that 15, when you can just wait for the hourly candle to close, right? But chat, if you get a 1 hour closure above the range here, in about an hour here, I'm gonna take my bias positions going up in 7 minutes here. That's if you close above. Hey, any advice for emotions? Whenever I'm in a trade or about to enter, I have a lot of fear. Hold on, wait, real quick. I was gonna do something for that. I was gonna check out what's it gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna check out the stop loss in this. This is around 12 pips for a TP of 18. Okay, that's in 7 minutes. That's in 5 minutes. Those chat. We gotta see if we close above here. But we must close above here in order for buyers to be valid. So I'm just gonna put it here. Buyers above here, closure. Yeah, so any advice for emotions? Whenever I'm in a trade or about to enter, I have a lot of fear, crazy heartbeat, and a lack of confidence. Usually right about the trade, but end up losing. So like, yeah, you're always gonna have that heartbeat. That, you know, like I wouldn't say I have fear, but your beat starts to, you know, beat a bit as you start to be in a trade. Obviously, just a bit. It shouldn't be anything crazy. Like you shouldn't be going 120 miles per hour or 120 beats per minute. Like, you know, just a chill beat. But yeah, that does come. That's natural to happen. However, you shouldn't be emotional about it though. You shouldn't like you shouldn't be yeah, lack of confidence. Usually right about the trade but end up losing. Yeah, so that just means that you don't have enough time spent on the charts. You don't have enough sample size data. You don't have enough back testing, right? You're not confident. You don't have enough data size, sample size to understand the probabilities of your trade. Therefore, you're emotional about it because you don't know what's prone to happen in certain situations, right? Because if you have a sample size and you have a plan marked up and planned out, and that's all you enter off of, you shouldn't be worried, because regardless of what happens in that trade, win or lose, you're gonna come back the next day and take the exact same entry. However, if you take a loss and you can't say to yourself, oh, I'll take the trade again tomorrow, then that trade that you took there wasn't a good trade. Because even if it's a loss, not all losses are good losses, are bad losses, right? Some losses are good losses. Some losses are just losses that you can't do anything about. So if you take a loss and you say, oh, I'm gonna go switch up my strategy, then that just means that trade you took there wasn't a very high winning probability trade. However, if you take a loss and you say to yourself, okay, I took a loss, however, I'm willing to take the same loss again tomorrow. Meaning you're willing to take the same trade tomorrow. That means that's a good trade that you took, because you took it off of technicals and not off of emotions and off of sample size. I understand that. So it has nothing to do with you over risking, or yeah, it has nothing to do with you over risking. More so has to do with you need more time spent backtesting the same thing over and over again. Sample sizing. What up, Marcus? Where's Wix? But you try to understand, not every month is depends on the volume and trade. Yeah, that could be another reason you don't know what you're looking for in terms of looking for trade setups, but you're just trying to make money. And that's how, yeah, I know. It's like I started yesterday FX. What's with the panel? That's my you see this? That's this. Oh shit, it's on my screen. I didn't, sorry chat, I didn't know. I know this is on my screen, but that sorry, yeah, that's this. It's just the thing version of it. My thing. Got it. So I didn't know that was on. I didn't know that was covering the screen up. I didn't know. We're obviously not gonna get a closure here as well. We have a minute. We have 45 seconds left, and it looks like we're just gonna be bouncing off of this resistance here. Rejecting off of it. Good question, Keelan. Oh, not yeah, a little bit of a beginner question, but I'm surprised because you've been here for a while. But I'll answer your question. It sounds ridiculous, but the only thing holding me back in my trading is strong support and resistance. What's the best confirmations when you're drawing support and resistance? The first thing is understand why you're drawing it, where you're drawing it. It goes back to me saying understand each and every little small thing that you do in FX. Literally everything that you do, you have to understand why and how you're doing it. Because if you don't, you're not gonna be consistent with it, and it's gonna be all random all the time, right? But understand why you're drawing it, where you're drawing it. The reason why I drew my resistance here and why I drew it here was because this is a level that we have tapped plenty of times. Boom, 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 boom. And what happened here? It struggled, right? It struggled. And if you look at it again, you start to notice that every time it came up, rejected, 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 rejected. All those wicks there, all those wicks, rejected, rejected. So there's one thing that all those wicks did as well when it rejected. It not only did it reject, but it did one thing. And that one thing was that it never closed above this range. Back here, it never closed above, right? We never closed above the range here. We came up, the wicks came up, flew past it, rejected, and then closed below. Same thing with this. Came down, closed, respecting it. This right here as well. Came up, came all the way up, broke it, rebroke the highs, but it came down, respecting it. It closed below, which means that we're respecting the resistance. So the reason why I drew it there is because that's that strong level of resistance that we never closed above before. And in order for me to get more buys, or in order for me to get buys, I understand that you need a closure above, a pure candle closure above, to indicate that we're breaking above that resistance. So now you can put that situation into every other support and resistance level. Going for example, down here as well, right? Down here where I drew my support. Why did I draw down here? Again, look, rejection, rejection, rejection. The most recent support level, right? This level right here. So a closure below here now indicates that we should be able to drop down. The last time price closed below, it drove all the way down towards where? Next support. So this would be my next support around these areas right here. Make sense? I'm gonna write that down because I need a clip. I need a clip for today. What time is that? 8 a.m. Supports and resistance. Alright. Cool. Thoughts on red USD news affecting GJ? They're expecting for the dollar today. I believe it's actual greater than forecast, good for currency. They're expecting bad numbers. For a dollar. Therefore, gold should continue up, and they're expecting G to continue down technically. But here's the thing: GJ doesn't directly get affected by the news. What gets affected is the yen being a safe haven. However, the yen's kind of closed right now, so you might see a bit of volume for GJ. However, usually GJ being affected by US dollar just pushes GJ in the direction it wants to go. So let's say today price is bullish on GJ and it wants to drive up. It'll probably range until news. When news comes out, it'll use that volume that I got from news to drive up. That's how I see it. Had it explained to me multiple times, and it should be a very simple to understand, but I guess it's easier as I can relate more to the stream. Yeah, there's different ways of drawing it too. Like there's different traders out there that explain it in different ways. But obviously, if you're here on my stream, I'm explaining the way I do it and why I do it the way I do it. Right? So I hope it helped you. Would you still avoid trading GJ for that 50-minute candle if there's big USD news? For what 50 minute? The next 50-minute candle? Well, right now there's no positions. We didn't close above, so there's nothing here. But if the next 50-minute candle closes above the range, then yeah, I'm probably gonna stay out because I want to see a 30-minute candle close above here. I want to see more of a 30-minute close above than the 15. Because look left here. I got a question about this last time on my Instagram as well. So I'm not sure who was here, who asked me. About 2 people asked me the same question on Instagram. What it was that, yo, Don, how come sometimes you use a 50-minute time frame and sometimes you use a 30-minute time frame? This is a perfect example of it. You see how the 50-minute time frame here? There's this right here. There's a resistance here. However, you closed above before, right? But once you closed above, we failed to continue up. We kind of came back into the range, right? So if I'm looking for a 15-minute buy here, I would want to see us close above here instead off of the 15, because I want to see us close above a range where we haven't closed above before in the past, right? However, that 15-minute resistance there, even though we closed above, a 30-minute time frame never did, right? The 15 were body candle closing above, right? The 30-minute candle were just wicks in that area, rejecting it. So therefore, a 30-minute closure above here would be more ideal than a 50-minute closure above. So that's how you determine when to use a 15 versus when to use the 30-minute time frame. Damn, December 2nd was the last video? That's crazy. Would you expect the big move like CPI and gold? Why are you looking at Gamble News? Is that what you're asking if it's gonna be important or it's gonna affect this? It's news, right? It's news. Do you really
I guess we'll never know.
You never know for news. You never know what's happening for news. You can literally come up, whipsaw, range, you know, spike out, spike down. Who knows what's gonna happen? Even if you're expecting numbers to come out a certain way, you have to see it live. Where times where we expect good numbers, news comes out good for $1, but gold shoots up, and it's like, well, why is it shooting up? News, you never know. And then people say it's priced in. People say it's being manipulated. You never have a true answer for that. So that's why I just stay out of news. I'm not gonna be having buy stuff and sell stuff for news. I'm gonna be simply staying out until we see numbers come out, and then we take positions after we know how numbers came out and after we know how price reacted off the initial drop of news. But you should be, your intention shouldn't be gambling news or finding a way, the best ways to make money out of news. Hey Don, how long have you been trading? Been trading since around like late 2018. Been full time since October 2019. So like 2 years and some pocket change of being full time. Very dope, very dope. But yeah, 3 years in 3 years in general. 4 years next year, chat. 4th year next year. Let's get it. Average income? You can go and check out my Instagram highlights. I gotta make a post for this or something. Go check this out. I'm gonna make a command. Check my Instagram highlights from October 2020 to October 2021 or August 2021. That's where we ended off. So about like 9 months, 10 months in historical data every single day of profits and losses. I need to make a command for that. I'm gonna make it right now. What should I call it, chat? What should I call the command? Custom add command. Profits. I'm gonna put profits, I guess. Or results. Results. That makes more sense. You can check it. PO and result sounds easier, no? On is look at that rejection on gold, by the way. Broke the highs first though. On his Instagram highlights. All right, cool. It's there. Try doing it. But I can't link a link to that, can I? Yeah, I can't link to all my Instagram highlights. I can link to a specific month maybe, or go to August or something. No, I can't link it to this. I don't know. It's okay, they'll figure it out. I can link my IG. Oh yeah, I can link my IG. Good point. There you go. Try again now. Should be good. Link to start video. I can't. It's multiple folders. It's from October 2020 to August 2021. How can you link Messenger of IG? Does anyone know how? They're both through Facebook. It's pretty simple. I think it's on a website. Check it. Just give it a quick Google search. Pretty calm chats today, I think, for the most part. A bit of rough at the beginning. A lot of new people, but as we came on today, pretty chill. Vibes are pretty decent today. Kind of weird having nobody in the Zoom with you. There's people on a Zoom call. It's just that they're not showing video. Not everyone shows video, likes to talk chat. You know. But I think at one point I had no Zoom at all. Like I had no Zoom. I had no one in Zoom because I didn't want anyone on Zoom at one point. Like on stream, right? What I mean? I just wanted to be in my own stream for a bit, and that was like a good solid 6 to 7 months. I'm fine with that. It's just obviously like with people, it's funny sometimes. It gets funnier. But I feel like when I don't have anyone I'm talking to, like when Wix is not here, or Marcos is not here, I'm usually more locked in to talking about Forex. I feel like whenever they are here, we usually go off topic, which is fine because we go off topic, but we come back on topic to talk about a certain closure, like this 15 close. Oh, it closed below the range here. Okay, no buys. Okay, back to the topic, you know? So I get that. What would you say is your secret to becoming profitable? There's no secret. Literally tune into the live streams every single day for 3 months, and I guarantee you, you will have a much better understanding of a trading FX. Because off of that question alone, I can read a lot about you. There's no secret. There's literally no secret. Everything I do, I show on live streams. We take trades live on live streams, analyze live, break down live, call out fake outs live. Everything's live. It's all done live. And the best thing you do is take advantage of it, which is show up to the streams every day. Show up to the stream. That's it. Hey, what do you think of having a long last day stream tomorrow with some gaming after the session? Maybe. I'll try to make it for maybe 6:30. Let's see. It's the last stream of the year tomorrow, so yeah, I'm trying to make it a decent stream tomorrow. Hopefully, get a nice, decent win today or tomorrow. I think we are on like a little 1 streak or 2 streak right now. I think it's a 1 streak or something. I'm not wrong, right? Was that a last trade or was the last trade a loss? I'm not sure where that loss came first or it came last for December. I haven't had a trade all week, chat. I haven't got any positions all week. Now, they don't distract me. It's just that we talk about our stuff. But because when they're not here, I'm kind of forced to not. I'm kind of forced to just stay on topic, because I just answer whatever chat's asking. They're just asking about FX questions. But when Whipstein comes in here, he's talking about, like, the virus, or he's talking about, Florida being too cold, you know how it goes. But it's all vibey. What is the best quarter to trade? Quarter 2 and quarter 3, in my opinion. Yo, fam, what do you think about GJ? GA? You can send me a chart on GA. Send me a chart in my Discord, and I'll take a look at it for you. Speaking about charts, do you have any charts today on stream? Got one. Got one here. Range 1, range 2, sells below here, 4-hour flip. Nice. Oh, I like how you put these levels on. You put the purple level on as 4-hour flip, and light yellow here, thin yellow here as they flip. Sells below here, buys above here, range 1, range 2. Perfect. Perfect. So the bias is bullish today on GJ. Well, for you, it's bullish, I guess. And you take sells below there. Makes sense, yeah. Same kind of have where I have my sells as well. Sells will be below here for me. Have my stream been uploading yesterday? I didn't check my stream. Was it up on my YouTube? Oh, it was. Okay, cool. Cool. Most popular. What were the rubbish month of this year? For me, my worst months were 2 break-even months, which was in August, and then the other month was September or October. No, October was decent. September, I think. October and this September were 2 break-even months, I think, or August and September. Sorry. What did you mean by quarters? Well, there's quarter 1, which is January to March. Quarter 2, April to June. Quarter 3, July to September. Quarter 4, October to December. Yeah, so 3 months each quarter. Out to a year. 4 quarters, right? So he asked, like, what's the best quarter in terms of volume wise, and I said quarter 2 and quarter 3 would be that best time of trade of the year. Quarter 4, quarter 1 are likely to be most chalked, because quarter 1 is the beginning of the year. Things takes a long time to build up. Take a bit of time to build up, and then quarter 4 is the last, obviously, quarter of the year, and that's when volume usually dies down on average every year. So that's why I'm saying, like, those are the 2 worst quarters to trade. You normally take 5 lots per trade? Okay, yeah, and that's what we talked about earlier this morning. We talked about my lot sizes. Last year it was 3 threes on GJ, 5s on gold, or sorry, threes on gold and 5 on GJs. This year it's 5s on GJ, or 5 on gold and 10 on GJ. Next year it's gonna be 10 on gold and 20 on GJ. But each year we stick to one whole lot size. Yeah, we're melting on gold here. Yeah, we're melting on gold here. Coming down towards 1781 here, but we have news here in 9 minutes here, and there's no positions here until you get a closure below 1779 here for me. You do, if you get a closure below here, chat, you have a high chance to continue down towards the 1779 here. However, a closure below 1779 is what I want. But I think they're expecting what? They're expecting numbers here to be better bad. The gold should continue up, right? But
I guess we'll never know.
let's just see. Let's just sit out. All right, I'm gonna sit out and watch how news plays out here. It's gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. How would you say backtesting is a key in FX? How is backtesting a key in FX? Because the more you backtest, the more data you get, the more sample size, the more percentages you get out of your backtesting. The more you know what's likely to play out more versus what's not likely to play out more, right? So that obviously increases your odds of you taking trades on live time because you're backtesting past data. That's if you're backtesting the correct way, right? I feel like the first stage in backtesting here, bouncing off that support there. The first stage in backtesting is usually people just backtest the direction of where price is going. And then the second step is when they look into more detailed things. So nowadays when I backtest, it's not so much of me backtesting where price is gonna go in terms of bias and direction, because 95% of the time we're usually correct on that. It's more so we just kind of backtest smaller things like, okay, this kind of close to no bond on wick. What does no bond on wick mean? We backtest those type of small things, right? All my backtesting chat is done live on the live streams though, like literally live. Everything we improved on this year was done live. That's what my backtesting was. The wall play, we've been backtesting that live on live streams for the past year and a half, a full year now, and it still hasn't been official to what we want to do with it yet. But we're still backtesting every day. To get more information of it. GJ, 5 minutes left for a closure above the range here. Gold here. 5 minutes left for a closure. See what happens. So you have two types of people. The first person who said they got positions in here. The second person are gonna say this is a whipsaw, this is a fake out, this is being manipulated for news. Let's see who's right. Battle of the news traders. Have you used core points before? Yes. When I first started trading, I used almost every strategy in the books, every indicator, and almost every strategy I've been through 2 years ago. Will we be adding new pairs in the year? Probably not. GJ and gold for the rest of the next year. If I'm trading US30, I'll be looking at it for a minimum of 6 months again before I trade it again, because we did trade in the past. But I just need to spend minimum 4 to 6 months looking at it every day on live streams, giving breakdowns on it, and then I'll start trading it after 6 months, 4 months. So whenever that day comes, you guys will know, right? But until then, nah. Not gonna be interested in trading US30 again anytime soon. Lab testing will be forward testing, I guess so. Forward testing. Range 2 break if 30-minute closes below. Yeah, it's a range 2 breakout on gold here if the 30-minute closes below. Well, actually, no, because we already broke the day of lows. Since you already broke the day of lows, that's what kind of pushed price down here, right? Because look at this now, chat. Look at this. This is interesting, isn't it? You have a resistance here, right? Let's see. You have a resistance here. You have a support right around here. This is a range. You got a breakout last night. As the day candle closed above the range here. And now we're breaking back into the range. We broke the day candle lows, right? The buys were only valid today as long as you respected the previous day candle low. The moment you broke that low, it indicates that we should be driving down now, as this is a day candle starter play coming down towards next support at 1775 here. So now you have this clean traffic to the right, to the left here, come pushing price down towards 775, and therefore that's where I'm expecting price to drop down now towards 775. on this daily candle, and potentially even like 1767 if this minor level breaks here, right? So if I'm looking for sells today, that's gonna be a closure below 1779 here. Below here, you have clean traffic until, I guess you can say here, 1770. Next support is at 775-ish, right, which is right here, which matches perfectly with the daily time frame analysis, right? But you need a closure here first. But personally, I'm not gonna be taking positions at 7:30 or sorry 8:30 because you have news right at 8:30. If there wasn't news at 8:30 and we got a closure below like this, then I'll be in. I'll be all in positions. But since it's news, I'm staying out of gold. However, GJ, if it closes above here, which we're probably not gonna do so, that'll take my bias. But let's see how news comes out, chat. It's gonna be interesting. I took a sell on 1780 and closed it. Very emotional entry. What's gonna happen now is if price drops further down, you're gonna be a bit more emotional about it now. So you better hope price drives up to help your psychology, because if price continues to drive down, you're gonna be a bit more emotional about that, because that was an emotional entry in the first place, right? There was a support there. You didn't get a closure. It was a minute before news. What was the reasons entering? Love your strategy, bro. Has helped me so much. I'm glad. I'm glad. How long have you been on the streams for? Yeah, forward testing is, I think, like live backtesting is a lot better. Obviously, like if you're new, it's not better, but if you're more experienced and you know what I mean by forward testing, like I'm not just testing the direction, then it helps a lot more to just live backtest it. Because we're not taking positions while we're backtesting. We're just kind of looking and seeing what price is doing, and then react off of that. It takes more time because you can't just fast forward and look for every opportunity, but it just makes more sense at the current session to live backtest than to backtest, right? Marquise, what's going on? Chat was asking for you all day today. I said, yo, where's everyone at?
That's cute. I was doing my analysis.
You're wearing a shirt that says Boston?
I am.
Nice.
Boston.
Ooh, we have news. You came just in time for news here.
I know. I got coffee, did my morning routine, did my analysis, and now I see positions potentially.
For what?
So
Gold
here
GJ?
I am. Yeah, GJ, gold news, but gold probably won't be in position until 9:30. You got news now, and you got the last 15 of the 4 hour.
Yeah, 9:15 entry.
9:15, 9:30 maybe, but GJ looks nice.
Yeah, for buys
Yeah.
above. You ever seen analysis today? For the most part.
Yep.
Cool.
If GJ creates a good support, could get the onion.
Yeah. There's news. How did news come out? there's a gamble of you guys. Good numbers all around the board. As unexpected. Interested. Therefore, gold should continue down, right, chat? Right? If the dollar is good, gold should continue down. But you see how gold's pushing up right now?
I guess we'll never know.
This is what I mean by news. You just never know. However, since we now know what numbers came out as, we can now add that into our confirmation. So sells are definitely still valid, right? You just need a closure now. Yo, did gold close below the range for you, Marcos? Or you marked it up where I marked it up?
I marked it. I have 1779. 502. Yeah.
Yeah, because some people probably marked up here and they probably got a closure below now.
Yeah.
And looking left, that's very clean. Oh, here's a
50. flip. Yeah, it's a good trade if you have your support there.
flip. Yeah, here's a flip.
Yeah, it's a good trade if you have your support there.
But the question is that a good support?
Yeah. I don't like having like minor
Yeah.
supports right under my major supports. It's just like weird.
If it drops down here, chat, it drops down here. Yeah, but there's a support here and there's a support here. It's like, would you rather take sells below here and have a minor support here that you gotta worry about, or just not worry about anything at all and take a sells below here?
I wouldn't have taken it with a 60 pip stop loss anyway.
Current count stops would have been bad, I guess.
Yeah, that's the old me.
But yeah, 60 pips there. Huh.
I used to be on demon time, 5 minutes, current candle stops every day.
Oh yeah, you had a first 5 minute candle of the 4 candle having your stop loss.
I still like that trade. That's like that one, like, you know when you got like a trick play in your playbook, like in football.
Yeah.
Little half, like you throw it to the wide receiver passes it. That's my trick play. That's my alley-oop from the inbounds.
Here it goes.
That's a good trade though. I know someone in the chat caught that because that was a pretty good trade.
We broke down the day target, chat. Sentence 5 is next daily count target. Broke that moments ago and this morning as well. Or sorry, it was moments ago, yeah. And then next target is 70. So you have more ranges here. If you guys are foaming over this, you shouldn't be foaming over this. There's plenty of opportunities left. I'm gonna wait for this 1 hour count to close though in 26 minutes to take positions. GJ, there's no buys. We rejected this resistance. We never closed above. The buys for a day is still bearish, right? Because we didn't break the day kind of highs. So at any given point, we can drive all the way down towards 150, 114 here. At any given point. I was reading something in the chat. Been on 6 months and just passed from 100k. Damn, we're 100k. Funny account. Goal for 2022 is to build my own account. Can't thank you enough, bro. I'm glad that you passed your 100k account. What's next though? What's the plan after that? You pass the challenge now. It's just to grow that account, I guess. Why good news for $1 drives your story down? This is exactly what I was talking about, chat. News can come out however it wants to come out, and price can do whatever it wants to do.
I guess we'll never know.
We never know. There's never a true honest answer. It can be manipulated. It can be priced in. Who knows? Who knows? Why not just stay out of it, right? What time frames do you normally wait for to enter off closures? 15-minute time frame or 30-minute closures, or 1-hour closures, or 4-hour closures. those time frames. And in this case today, we were waiting for a 30-minute closure below 1779 here. But yeah, check. Congrats if you guys got positions here. If you had your support marked up here instead, right around here, then you did close below, and therefore you would have been in on this position. The current count stops probably coming down towards 775, 774 ish. So congrats if you got in. If you got in, move stop support, keep it, make it a risk-free trade, all that good stuff, as you should be coming down here. Very lovely. Right down there's been many times where my pending orders get activated. I think Marco's answered. Account for spreads.
The recent NFT news.
Sorry, yeah, I quit the punk for, was it 10 million, right?
No. Artifact, one of the big companies, got acquired by Nike.
What company?
So now, it's called Artifact. It's like a big NFT company. Like it's like an art, metaverse. Nike bought them. So Nike and Adidas now are both in.
That's huge. What was that?
I know.
This morning or something? I didn't see it yesterday.
Yesterday, like yesterday night.
Oh.
When's Kanye dropping one? I feel like that's something he would do.
Kanye?
Yeah.
I don't think he would just drop an NFT. I think he's gonna do something.
Maybe not.
Yeah, with
some
it.
virtual reality shit.
Yeah, it's like something with it.
That.
Definitely something regarding NFTs, but not just direct. Just a direct like PFP drop.
No, he would never do that. I think he would do something with like virtual reality or something. Didn't he say something about having bees that watch over the people? You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I never heard of that.
He said like he wants to be the ruler of the earth and like have bees that watch people.
He said that? I don't remember him saying bees. I swear I watched. I have a lot of content from Kanye, but I never seen that.
Look up Kanye mechanical bees. I don't know if it's.
What's up?
I have this hoodie, chat.
We're in the building. Yes, sir.
This one might be edited.
What are you doing? You running for president?
Yes.
If you're in that position and we have to deal with some sort of a military action with China, what if China takes over Taiwan? What if
was it in this podcast?
I don't know.
I'm gonna buy the entire earth and be king.
what would you do if you were the leader of the free world?
I'm gonna take the smartest people on the planet and make them work on mechanical bees. You know, everyone making negative comments. The bees go get them.
Like, what? I lost you there. Explain that. What do you mean by that?
I've envisioned and will manifest mechanical bees.
So my question is, what is wrong with you? Things you're saying are crazy.
Are you serving man? Or are
This
you
is edited,
serving?
right? This is edited for sure. But that's funny. I didn't watch the full podcast. Oh, first target's been tapped for gold. Oof. See chat? Marcus with me chilling here. No FOMO. How is your feelings when you missed a big move like this? Hold on. Take it easy. First of all, I didn't miss a big move like this. Do you know why? Because it wasn't a planned trade. You can't say you missed something when you never planned for it. What was the original plan today? It was to take sales below 779 at 572. And I even talked about the support earlier today. I said how if you get a closure below here, you have a high chance for price to drive down. But I'd rather draw my support here and worry about this level first, right? And since we didn't close below, we closed respecting it. The last thing I wanted for us to do was reject to continue up. So I wanted a clear closure. We never closed. So therefore, there's no missed move as we never planned for it. If we did close below the range and we came down and I didn't take it, then I could say I missed it. But since, you know, there was nothing planned, nothing I missed. It was just another day in the market. It was just another push down on gold, right? Just wait for our next opportunity. There's no emotions behind it. And that's how you don't get that's how you don't get emotional over things or entries. You can't just wake up at 5 in the morning and you see a move at 2 a.m. and be like, oh shit, gold dropped 100 pips, I missed it. You didn't miss it. If you truly wanted it, you would have been there for it. You would have been there to execute it off of your plan. And even if we traced the move, like I'm not gonna say like I know what you mean by that champion pips, but then again, no, because that's a whole completely different trade setup, right? This is the completely different trade setup. So what could happen here, guys? Chat is two options here. If we get FOMO over this, and a lot of you guys are, I can tell. One, you get a closure below here in about a minute and a half left for a 15-minute closure, and the next 15-minute candle drives down all the way. Right at that point, the 4 candle would then be coming all the way down. Two, you can close respecting this support here, and what can end up happening is you can look to create that support, and then price drives up to retest that resistance, which is the onion play. And then at that resistance, two things can happen: you can reject, or you could continue up to go further up. But if you do get a bearish channel closure, it indicates that we are confirming the onion play, creating resistance, and then you can take your sells, come back down to retest the lows. But this is gonna be maybe a bit later because you need like 4 candles to close in order for this to happen. So maybe like 10:30 you get positioned for an onion play or something, or 10 a.m. potentially, or 9:30, who knows, right? And then you can continue to drive down for the rest of the day. Or again, back to my first, what I'm expecting is you just might drive on away here. And if you drive down here, you go back in a 4-hour candle because that's what's next to close. If you close below 1775, the next 4 candle has a very high chance to drive down towards 1770 here, all the way down. I can definitely put sells and trades called though off the date, off of that analysis you gave. Hey bro, hope you're doing good, doing great. AGK, doing great. No feelings, can't afford them. I like that attitude. What would you say we can for the next 2-3 weeks during holidays to become better in FX? You need to spend time with your family and relax. Just, you know, there's a life you gotta live outside of FX, right? Just spend the next 2-3 weeks relaxing and chilling. If you're taking the week off, the 2 weeks off. If you're not, then stay mold. Continue to show up every day for your session and stay locked in. However, if you are taking a break, just relax and chill out, man. You don't gotta be on your charts all holiday, man. Just enjoy your holidays. There's 50 more weeks of trading. Chat, 50 more weeks.
I got a hater in the chat. My first hater.
Oh, what happened?
Now he's spamming some paragraphs.
Wait, what happened? I gotta read that again. Oh my god.
You gotta scroll back more.
Wait, was the comment about the all love
says,
as always? That one?
No, he said, I'll just read it. He said Marcos is a struggling trader. His advice is opinion based. That's why he's late to the stream. That's crazy.
Make sure you guys are listening to what Don is saying. I love a Marcus is struggling a trader learning as well, so his advice is opinion based. I'm learning as well. There's different levels of learning though. Marcus been here for a while. I mean, chat could take advice from anyone they want to take advice from. Me, Wickstein, you know. Some people don't take my advice, but they take Wickstein's advice, right? I don't know. It's how you guys want to see things, I guess. But so, I don't know, Marquise. I'm pretty sure he mean it in that bad way, but I don't know.
He thinks because I make money elsewhere that
your opinion in FX is shit.
My FX is worse because I make money elsewhere. It's called having multiple streams of income. Oh well.
Something that. Oh. Don, this gold sells itself that I have backtested for some time and has a high probability. I call it chili play and it works great. No, I don't want to take your criteria just because I'd rather learn off of my own experience. Not because I'm saying it's bad. It's just I know what I see here and I'm gonna take it for what it is. If I'm looking for ways to get better, I usually look for ways to get better off of my own mistakes, off of my own observation. I don't really take it off of other people anymore. Yeah. Why my accounts not going through? Your accounts are definitely going through. I see them. Remember last time I was here, it was up 600%. Now I'm up 400%. $600 to 9,320. Nice. Yeah, that's the point of it, Diana. You learn it. You learn from, or you know, find ways to get better. What'd you say in that comment? I didn't see. You learn how to play from me and develop my own setups. Yes, that's the whole point. The whole point is for you to develop your own setups, right? And I'm glad that you learned that chili play of yours. I'm glad. Everyone should be learning their own setups. Second target is we'll get tapped to chat at 1770 here. That's the second target. If you guys go back a little bit on the live streams today, maybe like 30 minutes ago, we gave a decent breakdown on the forward candle before the move occurred. Right here. Go to, let's just watch it together. But go to, I think, what time is this? This is 8:26 before Marcus came on. 8:26. Full analysis. And now we're breaking back into the range. So this is a day fake out. We broke the day count lows, right? The buys were only valid today as long as you respected the previous day count low. The moment you broke that low, it indicates that we should be driving down now, as this is a day count starter play coming down towards next support at 1775 here. So now you have this clean traffic to the right, to the left here, come pushing price down towards 775. And therefore, that's where I'm expecting price to drop down now towards 775 on this daily candle, and potentially even like 1767 if this minor level breaks here. So like, yeah, I did break down targets. I did give targets. I did expect price to drive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's enough for me to take a position. There's a difference between finding a buys, expecting where price is going to go, and actually entering a position with a decent stop loss, logical area, and a decent TP, right? So if I'm looking for sells today, that's going to be a closure below 1779 here. So that was my plan, right? 779.572 closure below. We never got a closure, so there's just no positions for me. However, I won today by sticking to my plan and not taking any emotional entries. Below here, you have clean traffic until, I guess you can say here, 1770. Next support is at 775-ish, right, which is right here, which matches perfectly with the daily time frame analysis, right? But you need a closure here first. But personally, I'm not gonna be taking positions at 7:30 or sorry 8:30 because you have news right at 8:30. If there wasn't news at 8:30 and we got a closure below like this, then I'll be in. I'll be all in. Position. Yeah, another thing about this as well is that it was 8:30 move too on the open, the 8:30 candle. So there's news. Are you typing, Marcos?
Yeah, someone asked about NFTs.
I heard what was that? It sounds so weird when you're typing because it sounds like, I think your chat, your mic things gates it, and it makes it sound like some transformer. What? Yo, that's a good question. What would you say a beginner should do when they want to enter into this NFT space? Get your foot in the door and immerse yourself. It's a lot of.
It's a lot of information.
Oh, you misspelled it.
Did I?
Yeah.
It's because this mechanical keyboard is like so much different than like a regular laptop because it's like the buttons are like pushed so high up. So then when I try to like slide my fingers over, I end up clicking random buttons. So this guy's going hard. Now he's fighting after Alex.
Wait, what? Who is he fighting with?
Alex timed him out, and now he's like, I make more than you at my job, kid. Bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, yo, it's sad because like he's been here for a while. I don't know. That's been here for a while. Mods are mods. If you disrespect the mod, or CVS.
You know what it is, right? It's ego. This is like why I hate trading in the first place. Like the trading industry, not actually trading. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much ego. There's so much ego and negativity for no reason, bro. It's like a dick swinging contest.
A dick swinging contest. Yeah.
Unwarranted, unprovoked.
I got a question for someone chat, someone private. Hey Don, they said I can answer it loud. I won't say the names though. Hey Don, so I don't know what's going on with psychology. It's all over the place this week. I've been so good so far, but this week emotions going on all over. I never traded more than twice a day. Today I took 3 trades, lost 1, but 1, 2, and advice. Sometimes it happens. It happens to me too. It's like, I know you too. And I know that you're very consistent, in terms of come to a chart, and you're very consistent with being disciplined. But every now and then you will get those days where you might have to be like, you might be a bit off, like you might let your guard down for a bit. I have those days too. It happens naturally. So it's easy to snap back into to your old self again. Just gotta, like, I guess it's a new day tomorrow, or it's a new week next week. It's what it is, right? Just what you can do is call that for the rest of the week. If you're feeling too emotional this week and you feel like you're not your original self, just call it a week and just continue on next week. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. But I have those weeks too. They're definitely normal. Trust me. So is he banned now? Yeah, some bad vibes. Can we take a buy now to ride up? If you're taking a buy up, right, a buy in this area, you're looking to take buys, you need to reevaluate your trading. You need to restart. Understand why you're trading in the first place. For the money or for trading?
I'm old.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what? No confirmations, just vibes.
Nah, man, you know what the confirmation is for those charts? People who take buys on this is their confirmation. Support, boom, up. Major support level, like major support level off the 71.8 fib.
I saw someone earlier ask about quarter points. That brought back crazy bad memories.
That brought back flashbacks, man.
like war flashbacks.
Like I thought I got flashbacks from playing Call of Duty, but
I used to mark them. I used to mark them in different colors too. Like I used to mark the major ones in red and the minor ones in blue. I was like, I don't know what was going on.
What brings back the most flashbacks for me, the most trauma, is definitely oversold and overbought. The most trauma I've had in this industry. Or sorry, no, fibs would be the most trauma, but that's up there as well. You know why it's trauma though, chat? It's not because, like, I'm pretty sure at some point, like, you can find a way for it to work for you. But it's trauma because no one out there, like, even the big, like, traders, like well-known traders, I don't want to say big traders, but well-known traders out there couldn't answer the simple question of what is a fib. Like, what's a 61.8? What's so special about 61.8, 30.2, and what was it, 78.1, aside from a 50 and a 7.8.1, aside from the fact that it's a special PRZ price reversal zone on the fib. Like, why is it those numbers that we look for reversals? Like, why specifically those numbers? You know, and those questions never got answered, and they still haven't been answered. Whereas if you ask me why my sport's here, I can simply give you an answer. I can give you an answer as to why I drew it there and why it's there, what it means if you close above, what it means if you respect it, right? But those questions couldn't get answered on fibs, and that's why when you're drawing a fib and you're entering off fibs, it's like, okay, well, I have 3 of those levels, 3 of those special numbers. Which number is it today? Is it 71? Is it 38.2? Which number is it going to be tonight? If it's not this one, it's the other one. If it's not that one, it's the other one. Enter here, stop loss. Then it's like, well, I'm broke now. What next? What do you think of reversals off of round numbers? Jeez Louise.
No joke.
Off of round numbers. Hey man, at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want to. At the end of the day, you can take buy, sells, wherever you want to take them. But if you're asking me for an honest answer, I think taking reversals off of round numbers are completely irrelevant. Irrelevant. It has nothing to do with price action. It's just like, it's just a round number. It's like, what shows that price is reversing? Why not just wait? Like, there's days and months where we see price trend in a certain bias for days after days after days. And during those days, as prices oversold, people are taking buys because it's oversold. And the price literally continues on for days and days and days. Like, look at the day candle on gold here. We came down starting in November 21st. Came down, range for a bit. Right? This move, range. And I guess now you can say you might range until you break below these levels here. 750. If you break below 750, then you're looking at 1730. But why not just follow the trend until it actually shows signs on the high attack for that's going to reverse, right? Until it shows that bullish support, until it shows those bullish closures indicating that we're respecting support. By the way, this 4 candle closed there. This 4 candle was on stay. This 4 candle should continue down towards 770, which we just did. So target has been tapped. Let me put that in trades called. Target at 770. Broken down at 8:26 a.m. Trades called. I'll put that in trades called.
Think about this GJ 4 hour.
Yeah, let me check it real quick. Chat, this 4 candle on gold has no top wick here, so be careful. This 4 candle should drive up to create that top wick before it continues to drive down here. However, day average shows that we are at this day of support now at 1767 here. And then GJ here, 4 hour candle close with a nice wick fill. I would expect it to drive up actually here. Good point. Resistance here, support here, close us at the range. Another closure. It should continue up towards 150.700 here to fill that wick and fill the rest of the range here. However, I think a buy above that other range is what we're looking for, right? Above 17 or 150,500, or maybe even a fake go back into the range here. If you had a closure on the 15 or 30 above 153.84, buys would not be bad, because that would be a fake out back into the range. Yeah, like that.
Nice candles.
Yep. Yeah, fake out. We can look for buys going up. What do you think about that? 15 closure?
The last time you took a position on the 15.
I think in,
Have you been taking them or no?
Yeah, November. I think we took a position on 15. Or yeah, end of November recently. It's just that there hasn't been many opportunities on the 15.
I have noticed that. Like way less than like the beginning of the year. I feel like there's a lot of 5 in the beginning. I took 5s in the beginning of the year. Now I'm like, I need a 30.
What's your opinion on professional traders typically making such a small percentage returns? Do you think it's a psychological barrier, or is it our generation just built different? What do you mean by built different? Because you see everyone on social media posting 100% returns?
I think it's because professional traders are playing with billions of dollars, so they only need to make a couple of percent. You can't go and try to make 100% of $1 billion. You'll move the market. So when you can only get 6-7%, that's acceptable when you have billions and billions of dollars. And also the risk is different. When you're a professional trader, you're risking the money of your investors. You're not risking your own capital.
Another thing as well.
Day trader with $1 billion.
Another thing as well, it's like, yeah, we're like, even if you're referring to them as small percentage returns, like that's how you should be treating your actual account though. Even if you don't have a big account, even if you don't have billions, like, you know, that small percentage of 10% of 1% a day, 2% a day, it adds up, and that's how you should be treating it on a live account as well. Even if you have a small account or whatever a small account means to you. Dude, I literally couldn't fall asleep last night. I slept at like 11. Woke up at 1. And I couldn't even go back to sleep. I took 2 melatonins. I fell asleep back at 4. Like, how does melatonin not put me to sleep? Yeah, I'm wide awake for the day. But still, man. 2 melatonins. 2, 5, I think 5 or 10. I forgot. Melatonin mid. True. Yo, you take melatonin or no? You just sleep naturally sometimes.
I sleep naturally.
Yeah, everyone those days. I'm kidding.
I tried the CBD, but like they're not like sleep gummies. You just take them to, like, relax. Those are pretty good.
They put you to sleep?
They're not trying. They don't necessarily put you to sleep, but they're supposed to be like, they're supposed to relax your muscles,
calm you down,
or something like that. I don't know. It might be a Ponzi.
Maybe a Ponzi. Yeah. What do you mean there's a Ponzi? You ever had them?
A Ponzi. I'm just kidding. It's like a scam, but
It's a scam.
You know what actually puts you to sleep? Indica. I had those in Colorado.
Oh yeah, no shit, man.
Fire.
Shit puts you to sleep, bro. You know what puts you to sleep, Marcos? Good good Warzone.
Warzone does not put me to sleep. You always gotta fucking watch yourself because there's someone from a mountain 8,000 feet away shooting you in the fucking back of the neck.
Just I was playing Warzone on the stream. I'm not sure you remember, but some guy was like, yo, how you gonna teach FX but play games all day. I'm like, bro, I'm literally on the game for it after my stream.
This guy's got a point. He said if you hit the gym, you will knock out naturally because you have no more energy. It's like science.
Good point, because when I stopped going to the gym for a bit, it was more difficult to sleep. I'm returning today, by the way, to the gym, so let's get it.
No way. What are you doing?
Same old leg day on Mondays, Tuesdays arm, Thursdays chest.
Hey, I'm doing a hit workout
Friday,
today.
Saturday.
We'll grow up.
Hip workout.
No. Hit, like HIIT, hit.
What does that mean?
It's just basically like doing like circuits and shit. And like it's kind of like cardio. It's like high intensity. Yeah, something like that. Not science. I mean, I'm not like a fitness coach, but people in the chat know what a hit workout is, right?
I don't. Sorry, but
I'm not trying to sound cringe by like wrongly explaining it. What's like a high intensity workout? Yeah, there you go. High intensity interval training. There you go. Look at that. Look at this mad fucking meatheads in the chat. Shout out you guys. Someone said black tar heroin will put you to sleep. List. What's a list?
Back on the stream.
You take naps, son?
Pardon?
You take naps?
I used to take a lot of naps. Yeah, why? I used to not though. I used to not take a nap. Yeah, I think that's why as well. Naps was hard to sleep at night.
If I nap, I'm up all night for sure. There's
really? For me, I can fall asleep after my nap.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really take a nap unless I need it, to be honest.
Maybe you just have to stream longer.
No, I know I can definitely like figure my way back out. It's not that, like, for me, it's pretty easy to get back to my usual routine. Just gotta hit the gym today, honestly.
Do you think if you stream 5 hours, you would knock out?
Here's the thing, I don't want to knock out after my stream though. I'm gonna knock out at night. I gotta survive 12 hours now until not even, yeah, like 14 hours so I go back to sleep.
Start doing 2 streams a day.
For real, Asian in New York, right? Right, chat?
Yeah. Chat would love that.
Chat, right? Like, for sure.
Anything to get people to overtrade. Where is Wix? Day off?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe day off. I don't know. Is he in online on Discord? Let's check. No, he's not in online, so maybe he's off. Chat is asking. That don't mean you got a heart.
At least it's breaking out of that range in the daily, finally. Hopefully, actually. I don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah,
it's been it's been in a barcode.
That weekly was bearish. Oof. Chat, think about that. We did break down this gold weekly candle coming down here this week. Target was 760.
Target today.
Yeah. Literally 90% hit rate regarding bias and targets.
On the weekly, definitely. Probably higher. When are you ever wrong on the weekly? Unless there's like crazy news.
Yeah, because it's literally just predicting the next candle. Yeah. Trading is like an art, chat. It's literally an art. You start with the base, and you add details to it to find your entry. That's all that is. The base today was the bias. Once you find the bias, you draw your support and resistance. That's the details. And then eventually you add the little minor details, which is the entry. And it becomes one nice piece of one nice painting. We got positions here today, chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys got gold today. And then congrats if you guys did, by the way. I'm happy. Hey, one person. That's it, chat. One person.
Loopy ever in the chat?
Loopy? Yeah, sometimes,
Yeah.
but he's usually in school, in uni or college.
We gotta get Loopy on the stream.
He does pop every now and then.
Andrea. I haven't seen that name in a while. That's been a long time.
Oh shit, Tyler, yo, what new wrist match techniques are you forwarding testing?
Tyler baby.
Tyler baby.
Tyler baby.
Remember when chat was at its peak sus?
It was bad, bro.
A peak?
Bro, we had to time out Mr. Beast for being wild, bro. Straight
For real, that guy was going in it. That guy took it seriously. That guy took it seriously.
It wasn't a joke.
It wasn't a joke to him. Took it seriously. Yo, Loopy Leaky's here. I see, he's here. He's always here. He might be delayed though. Hey. Loopy, you got those gold cells? I know you did. Don't lie to me. Took the cell on demo. At least you took it somewhere. At least you learned from it. That's all that matters. Wow, the gold still continuing to melt here. So we tap day support. Weekly target chat is gonna be. Let's go back to Monday stream. Let's go back to tomorrow's stream so it's not cap. Okay. Tomorrow, yesterday's stream, we mentioned targets for gold being where. This week to drive up towards the that's the day candle. The weekly. Oh, right here level. There's no lie here. It's all on YouTube, all live yesterday. Down here, which is this high right here. Price should be. I'll say as long as we still respect the previous week's high, which is this high right here. Price should be able to drive down towards the next support level, which is down here at the 1750 mark. So 1750 was my weekly target. So we still have a lot of room for the week chat, and there's 3 days left. So tomorrow is the last day in the streams for the rest of the year. It should be a bit interesting here. She just didn't close back into the range here. Nope, I lied. Rejected last second. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'll wait till the third minute candle. If you don't close above on the 3rd minute candle, then I'm gonna call that a day. But if you do, then I'll take positions. Cool. Jeez. John, it seems you are more fearful in the market. You used to bang 50k months and mad runners that 40k day, and nowadays it seems like always sitting out and missing trades you used to take and win. No, I'm taking the assassin trades. I promise you that. It's just that it's Q4 and I am not on a charts for a longer. I'm not on a charts for 1 Asian session. 2, I'm on from 7. Like I'm taking positions from like 7 to 9. Most days, and that's it. Q4 there just hasn't been much opportunities. There hasn't been much runners, right? But that goal position, even if I go back, like if this is a new day and I see the same thing that happened today, I wouldn't have taken it. We just never closed below the range here for me to take a position. And there's that. You can't do anything about it. Well, I couldn't do anything about it. But it's Q4. Just we just haven't had much opportunities. That's it. Not every day, like just because I made XX this day, I don't expect to make the same thing the next day. There's different. Each day brings different volume in. Each day is different. Each week is different. Each month is different. Each quarter is different. But it's nothing about me being fearful. I'm taking the exact same positions I usually take.
Don't go anymore. I think people have a little bit of a misconception.
This whole conception of missing opportunities, thinking that I'm missing opportunities, or me thinking that I gotta be on charts 24/7 to catch a position. I don't know, man. I don't
Be
blame
worse,
them
bro. It
though.
could be me.
I blame their past mentor. I don't blame them. Caught GU buys 4 pips. Hey, nice. And like people say that about like last year as well. Like I took way more positions 2020, but that's because we stopped, one, taking impulse entries in 2021, and two, we understood fake outs and how to avoid them, and therefore we can't just take a range like anywhere. We gotta wait for certain ranges to break to take positions, which isn't a bad thing because it increases our win rate. We take less losses, so it adds up to being better than what we did before, taking multiple positions with a lower win rate but more trades. Not just quarter 4 though. I've been doing that a while now. You just used to add winners when setups arouse, etc. And just seems from outside you were doing better a year ago. No, because 2021 was definitely like income wise like way better than 2020. I can tell you that. 2021, my trading has been a lot better in terms of win rate and in terms of finance. I mean, you can see how you want to see it at the end of the day, right? I mean, everyone has their own opinion on things. Like you could be thinking I did better a year ago, but personally, off of stats and off of what I see, this year has been a lot better for me. 100%. Jeez, just an observation and a question more than anything. You used to post results, etc., and now you don't, and it seems you miss a lot of trades. So that's where I'm thinking the question's coming from. Jeez. I told everyone I was only gonna post results for a year. Go to the beginning. Go to our results here from October 2020. I think from 2020, from October to like the months afterwards, we like every day we would say I'm doing this for a year only. Or even on streams, I said I was gonna do it for a year only. I know I didn't do it for a year. I did it for like 10 months, but still, it was only for a year, and it's draining too. Because I'm not doing it to show you guys like how profitable I am. That's not the point of it. It just shows it's there to show you guys that being disciplined can take you a long way. And that was my intention of that. But I stopped doing it, and I'm gonna do it starting March 2020. But then again, how many people in the industry really do that every day though? Like think about it. How many traders out there? Think about everyone in the industry. How many traders out there? Don't name names, but how many traders out there really show results every day? Like 3, including me. Show me results every single day, right? Or used to show results every single day.
You're gonna do it again?
Yeah, quarter 2 next year, 2022. And that's what I told everyone though, chat. I told everyone after that year I was gonna take a break from quarter 4, quarter 1, and do it starting quarter 2 again, right? But like, I don't think I'm missing a lot of trades or missing my trades. I'm taking the exact same trades. I promise you I'm taking the exact same trades. I promise you. There's nothing that I'm missing out on. There's nothing that I changed, right? And the reason why I promise you that I'm so confident about that is because I didn't change anything in terms of trading style. It's the same confirmations we wait for. It's just they're likely not every day are they gonna show up, or not every session they're gonna show up. They show up every other day, or every month we might get that one runner. But that's what you gotta understand as well. Not every day is the same in trading world. It's a long-term game, not a short-term game as well. So I'm not tripping the fact that I haven't had a runner in like 2 months. 100 pip runner. That as well though. You gotta be inspired by yourself. Like you can't always be inspired by me. You gotta find out within yourself. Damn, this song is down bad, chat. Gold still pushing. No 4-hour topic though.
Yeah, post results with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
But why account though? Like, do you have a trading account anymore nowadays? Like, what you gotta do? DBS?
I have a live account now.
No, like I'm talking about
it.
YouTube. I mean Instagram. Sorry. Like, where you gonna post it?
I don't know. Discord.
Oh yeah.
I don't really use. That's what I don't really use social media. I use Twitter, but you can't really post anything on Twitter, right?
No one posts that shit on Twitter.
All of my followers on Twitter are for other shit. I'll post it on Discord for the fam. I gotta silence the haters. Yo, LeBron and D Wade.
LeBron D Wade. Which nine is Chris Bosh?
Yeah, that would be mad funny if we did it. If maybe we could convince Wix9 and we could do it. And you know how you used to do edited posts?
Yeah.
You could do edited posts, but with like a big 3. That would be funny.
Oh yeah. One day we all have a fat runner. It's just like the big 3.
Yeah. 3 screenshots with like the Splash Brothers and Draymond or something.
And Draymond.
Wix9 is definitely Draymond Green. He's like the, you know what I'm saying? Like the vocal leader.
The vocal leader.
You're Steph Curry, the leading scorer.
Why not Andrew Wiggins?
I'm not being Andrew Wiggins.
You could be Andrew Wiggins.
I'm not being Andrew Wiggins. Reza would be Mario Chalmers.
Reza would be Mario Chalmers? Yes.
Bro, go to the video. Mario Chalmers should be locked in a small closet. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Chat definitely seen it. A small closet.
I was in caps.
I don't know.
What is this?
Wait, what is it? Y'all know the video?
Now Miami very.
I know this video.
There's one. It's like Mario Chalmers.
Miscommunication. Chalmers. Then after a turnover, still talking about it, and James gets very upset. Miami bench during this last timeout. Chalmers and James still talking about it, and James gets very upset with Chalmers right here, and gets in his.
I remember this day.
Face.
It was an SNL skit.
That kind of relationship.
Wait, who's this guy again? What's his name again? Anthony Bennett? What's his name?
No, that's not Anthony Bennett. What is that? What's his name? I forget what his first name is.
He was old, right?
I think so.
Who's this guy again?
Joel Anthony.
Joel. How about this guy?
That's Rashard Lewis. Don't
Rashard Lewis. I remember him. This team has everyone can shoot threes in this team. I remember.
His face.
Everyone was shooting.
These two have had that kind of relationship. Yes, Chalmers has always been kind of
Miami Heat or Prime Warriors. No KD.
Prime Miami Heat. I think. I'm pretty sure.
What about with KD?
With KD. Okay, so you got LeBron. You got LeBron on KD. You got Mario Chalmers on Steph Curry. Was Mario Chalmers a good defender? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think Warriors gonna take that one. So, but you got Ray Allen who can keep up with Steph. Not really though. Yeah,
I think the Warriors would win.
Yeah, Mike Miller. What did you have on that team? Mike Miller, Ray Allen. You had
LeBron, bro.
Chalmers.
Heat LeBron was a demon.
You had James Jones off the bench as well. You had a lot of shooters on that team. I don't know. Norris Cole. Oh, yeah, he's a backup point guard. Yeah.
Yeah, but that Warrior team had Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston.
Yeah,
that team was stacked too. I don't know. It's hard to bet against LeBron, but.
Oh yeah, Birdman Anderson. Oh shit, I remember. He came late though.
Rashard Lewis. Bro, Chris Anderson is a psychopath.
We have positions here in 3 minutes.
Not a trader. I didn't see it. It's actually pretty clean, huh?
Yes, sir. Also, going back to
Hated that
the
prime golden star.
going back to like the posting results every day thing that I do. There's nothing out of it for me. Literally nothing out of it for me. Aside from the fact that I get to show my socials, I guess. But
That's the only reason I didn't ever want to do it, is because why would I do that? Like, unnecessary pressure. I don't even have a course or a stream.
honestly, like, it wasn't very pressured for me. It was more so just nothing. Like, there's nothing. I did it for you guys to show you guys that you can be consistent, being disciplined, right? But like, realistically, like nothing. There's nothing out of it for me. But I'm still gonna do them next year. Don't worry. Hate that prime golden star area. Everyone bandwagon. You know what I hated the most, man? You know my favorite era was
What?
when Jeremy Lin was Linsanity. That was my favorite era. 2012, 2011. Remember that?
It's pretty funny. That was a good time.
That was a good time, bro. I went to school. Everyone's like, yo, Jeremy Lin, come over here. I'm like, you know the vibes, you know the vibes.
Nah, but do you remember when he was on the Lakers and he waved off Kobe and hit the game winner? That's elite mentality right there.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he waved off Kobe. He was like, get out of my way.
Jeremy Lin, right?
Yeah, he waves off. Kobe asked for the ball. He waves him off.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
That is like, that's insane. No one ever does that. And I don't think anyone's ever done that to this day.
Yo, Jeremy Lin won a ring too. I'm pretty proud of him. He won a ring in Toronto.
Maybe?
Yeah, he won a ring in Toronto.
Was on that team?
Yeah,
Did he play?
Like, no, he didn't play, but he played like maybe like a minute in the playoffs or something. But like, bro, go.
Yo, there's a guy in Davidson right now. He's Korean and he's nasty. He's nasty. He looks like basically Klay Thompson style player. But he's on Davidson College, the one that Steph Curry went to.
Oh yeah, so, yeah.
He's nasty.
Trae Young. Trae Young 2.0. Trae Young was like come up. Trae Young was like supposed to be the next Steph Curry. Sorry, everyone said.
I don't think he's the next Steph Curry, but he's similar. He's got similar game, but I think he's a little bit more flash and better floater game, a little bit more of like a passer, like a flashy guy, whereas Steph Curry is like all shooting. You know what I mean? Like Steph Curry was like a master. But I mean, Trae Young's young. Steph Curry started late, right? Steph Curry didn't get good till he was like 27.
Did he really?
Right, he was good before his injuries, but he had ankle injuries for like 3-4 years.
He had glass ankles.
And he still broke Ray Allen's record in half the games, which is crazy.
Are you still waiting for any trades? Yeah, I'm waiting for his gold. Oh, we closed.
We closed.
I was waiting for a 30-minute closure above. I said how if we close above, I'll take positions going up. If we don't close above, then we close below and we reject. I'm gonna call it a day.
We're at 15 too. Close bearish.
I was waiting for that all day today. 9:30. Yeah. We have a 15-minute start play potentially, but I mean, here's the thing, chat. It's like the 1 hour count is still, we closed below, and the 1 hour count is still bearish here. So at any point, we can just drive down to fill this wick and continue down towards 151, 104 here. So I'd rather just check back at the charts later on at 10 a.m. to see how we close. If we close above 150-500 or not, to take positions. Until then, I think that's it. I think I was waiting for it, and I got it, and there's nothing that I can take now. So can't do anything about that. Gold for the most part is chalked. We close below the range here. We're getting to a very rangy area. I'll say wait till tomorrow to see how the day count closes. And if it do close below 1765 today, then tomorrow could be a very potential augur day because you have a support level right here. You close below, next target is 1752. So it's a 120 pip range going down tomorrow if you do close below. All right now, guys, that's it from me for the day. Yo, Marcus, real quick, last thing though, have you seen anything regarding the books? Any info? Really?
Yeah. So the books, hold on. The books are supposed to come out. The book tokens are supposed to come out in January. The first 2 weeks of January, I think. The second week of January.
Is it a token?
It's a token. It's going to be on this website called Token Trove. That's where it's going to be hosted. I've used it for like other things. Tokentrove.com.
Okay. What's the
Also,
token for?
if you got the token is for something called book games.
Okay.
And if you did Barnes and Nobles, you have a higher chance of getting a rare book token. And then there's some more stuff that I was like looking at, trying to remember all of it by heart.
You did Barnes and Nobles? Yeah, Amazon.
I did one of each. I did 12 books from Amazon and 12 books from Barnes and Nobles.
I did Indigo, bro. Canada.
What'd you say?
I did Indigo from Canada.
The hell is Indigo?
But thing. You got the confirmation email saying y'all ready to go or you're all set? Did you get the email? I got the email.
Yeah, you have to go connect to VFriends to go do. You have to go connect your MetaMask to VFriends.com.
Bro, where do you say this on his tweets? Like I don't.
He tweeted it, yeah. But like, it's not it wasn't like, it's not like a time thing. Like, you can go do it now.
All right, cool.
It's hard to keep up with. That's why I'm like, my eyeballs hurt.
I think your range is not okay. The 30-minute onion was valid. I mean, just because it came, it went up doesn't mean that my range was invalid. It's like I think I drew my ranger off of this support right around here, this resistance right around here, right? So like, even if it was a new day today, I'll still draw it there again tomorrow. That's still a resistance to me. Just because he shot up, it doesn't mean that my resistance is wrong. Or more so just like price just happened to shoot up still, and I didn't get any positions as we didn't close above where I wanted price to close. Right? There's weeks where every day we constantly get positions, like you guys have seen that, and there's weeks where sometimes like we may not get certain positions due to price closing not in our favor, and that's okay. But it doesn't mean you go ahead and change your strategy, because you go back to that period of time where eventually things will line up every day for you again, right? But chat, there is a resistance here. I say wait for a closure above here now if you're looking for positions, and you can take it back into the range here above 150, 700 here. But this is probably gonna be a bit later. I'm looking at like 9:45 or 7 a.m. or sorry 10 a.m. for more positions. Worst case, you miss these ranges and you get buys above 150, 695, which were the original buys, and the range going up is 40 pips above there. All right, look at the 15-minute zone. 15-minute zone, same shit, right? There was a 15-minute resistance here. If my chart's a little up here real quick. There was a 15-minute resistance here that I had marked up as well. Bearish candle resistance, right? So even if going back, I wouldn't have taken this anyways. But in 30 minutes here, if you do get a closure above 150, 500, then you'll get more positions. Just be patient, all right? But yeah, hurry that, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Last stream tomorrow, so be there, be squared. Have a great day, and yeah, catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Mods, moderators. Decent vibes today, not bad. And have a great one. Stay safe. Peace out, guys. Peace out, Zoom. Peace out, Marco.
You got me falling on my face.